Hi, I'm Aaron Gerds, Chair of the American Society of Hematology's Committee on Communications. Hematologists often come to our committee and ask how they can get involved in social media, particularly Twitter. In this short series of 3 videos, I'm going to do my best to answer some of the frequent questions we hear from ASH members. How can I protect my privacy on Twitter? How can I avoid giving out medical advice on Twitter? How often should I tweet? How do I know what to tweet or what not to tweet? How can I organize my Twitter feed? And how can I connect with ASH on Twitter? Remember that you're in control of what you tweet. Think about what kind of information you're comfortable sharing in a public venue. If you're not comfortable sharing something about your personal life, don't share it. If you wouldn't feel comfortable screaming something in a public space, it's probably not appropriate for Twitter. For Twitter, and really all the social media sites you engage with, it's a good idea to stay on top of their privacy policies. This is one of the top fears we hear from people who are interested in setting up an account. What if someone asks you for medical advice? We strongly encourage you not to give out medical advice on Twitter. However, as you would in person, you should acknowledge the person's question, simply saying, "I'm not your doctor, so I don't feel comfortable giving medical advice without a consultation," is appropriate. You can direct people to hematology.org/patients to access ASH's Find a Hematologist tool or disease-specific patient information. You could also share peer-reviewed research, such as from blood or blood advances, and attempt to distill those findings into terms that a hematology patient without medical training can understand. It's really up to you. It's not about how often you tweet, but about how active and engaged you are. That said, Twitter moves quickly, so you get the most out of your account if you view your feed a few times a day. On your phone, you can enable pop-ups that will bring high-impact content to you, so you don't even have to open the app. There are a few questions you can ask yourself before sharing something to determine if it would be valuable to your followers. These include, would my followers be interested in this information? Is this content offering something new or unique to my followers? What do I want my followers to do with this information? Am I positive that I want this to be attributed to me? Sometimes it's a good idea to wait a few minutes before responding to a tweet that could be controversial. Be sure to follow HIPAA rules. Never post information that can be used to identify patients or their records. This includes photos. If you'd like to post a photo, make sure you have written consent from your patient. As you begin to follow more and more accounts, it can feel overwhelming to check your Twitter feed. By creating lists of certain accounts you follow, you can curate the tweets you see by topic. For example, you might have a journals list where you would put blood advances, and other journals you follow. When you click on the list, only tweets from those accounts will show up in your feed. Lists can be as broad or as narrow as you like, and you can add the same account to multiple lists. Just remember, unless you choose to make a list private, everyone can see it. All hematologists should follow ASH on Twitter. We strive to share content that will enhance your career, whether it's the latest scientific findings, or an upcoming meeting, or an award opportunity. You can share our tweets or share content from our website. For example, the new content in The Hematologist, and tag ASH so we know you're reading. Participate in the Twitter conversation during an ASH meeting using the relevant hashtags for that meeting. If you're unsure of the hashtag, look at what ASH is using. And if you come join us in DC, whether for a meeting at headquarters or a Hill Day, tweet about it. Even better, share a photo. We hope you found these tips useful. If you have additional questions, feel free to tweet us at @ASH_hematology.